For any film lover out there, this movie is your paradise. I promise you. What's up, guys? I'm bringing you guys a new review today for a smaller film that I finally have gotten to see. It's called Nocturnal Animals. Nocturnal Animals, it's a very different film, and it's probably one of my films that I've been very anticipating, just the fact of the star power in this. Listen, we got Jake Gyllenhaal, Amy Adams, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Michael Shannon, Armie Hammer, Jenna Malone, and a whole big load of cast that I gotta say totally was greatly casted in this film. Nocturnal Animals, it's the story about an art gallery owner played by Amy Adams who receives a manuscript for a new book written by her ex-husband, which after she starts reading it, it does get a little creepy, tense, and very terrifying for her to read, and it starts symbolizing some things that might have happened in her past, maybe? This film in particular is so different and unique to the way it was made that I have to say, Tom Ford, I have to say you were one of the most amazing directors I've ever seen on screen and one of the best writers we have out there. This film is so greatly directed and written that it is superb to the max. It's such a different type of storytelling that it's a story within a story. And how I say that is because as you're watching Amy Adams' character, she's reading this book that she's been given. You see what she's going on in her present day life, but as she reads the book, you actually see the book being played out with different characters and different situations. And the book is all about a family going on a trip, and after this trip happens, some stuff happens on the road that just leads it down a dark path. I'm trying so hard not to say anything because this film is seriously something that you should go into not knowing much about. Also, the performances in this. Amy Adams, you've been giving out great performances. You were great in Arrival, and you were also great in Nocturnal Animals as a different character, a different situation, and I think anyone who sees this film is going to pickpocket different things from her character. Jake Gyllenhaal does an incredible job as always. I've never been disappointed by the guy in any movie he's ever been in that I've seen of his, and this is one of his best performances he's ever done, and I would love to see him get nominated, but I don't know if this will be his year. Michael Shannon, probably one of my favorite characters in this film. I loved his performance in this, so different, so unique. Kind of brought a comedic edge to his character, but it wasn't comedic. It was dark, it was tense, and it was really thrilling to watch his character develop as time went on, especially with the chemistry between him and Jake Gyllenhaal. Great chemistry there. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, he's always been an actor I like to defend because I really do like the character, and I always like the characters he plays. And he's always done a great job. Sometimes his performances don't feel the best, and that might just be the direction he was given, or the movie he was also in, but I gotta say, this is Aaron Taylor-Johnson's best performance he's ever done. The performance he does is pretty much he's the antagonist in the book to Jake Gyllenhaal's character in this whole book situation, and he's the one that pretty much hurts his family that's on this road trip, and the performance he gives is outstanding. I can't say I loved his character, but it's because his character is so despicable and that you just don't relate to him. You just want him to die. You hate this character so much, but that is a great thing from Aaron Taylor-Johnson that he did. Overall, Armie Hammer and Jenna Malone are in this film, but from my opinion, they were a little wasted. I think they're both talented actors, but I can't really grade themselves on their performance because I don't think they did enough in this film. Now, the story of this film is so deeply told. I mentioned it earlier, how it was told in different unique ways, how you are seeing the book being played out, and you see the past happening, you see the present, and all this playing out all at once never gets you lost, never makes you feel confused, and it is very much a slow burn, but I enjoyed the hell out of that for this film. This movie is so tense, and it might start off a little slow, it might be a slow burn, but I'm telling you, this movie is so tense at some parts that gets you on the edge of your seat wondering what the hell is going to happen next. And when you have parts where it's very dark and cynical and moments where you're just levity is not bringing, you're so dark and you're just on the edge of your seat wondering where it's going to go. I gotta say, that is such a great thing that Tom Ford also put in this film, and this is a really good looking film. Almost is such a unique film in its own that film lovers are going to want to dissect the hell out of this film. They're going to want to go through the film, keep digging through it, and see where they get, what little things they can pull out of it, little details, attention to details that Tom Ford puts in the film that I pulled out, and that I think watching it a second time, I'm going to pull more, even more out. It's kind of like a Nicholas Winding film, where you have Neon Demon, where you pull different details out, where it's not a cool, close story that is straight down the narrow line. No. This film, you do get that straight down the narrow line path, but this is where some cons could come for some people, where for me, I enjoyed the ending, but that straight line path that you might think after watching the whole story, you might actually think, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this kind of ending, this streamlined path that this film is setting up, but it doesn't. And that, I think, is where some people will come out of this movie saying that they wasted their time because of the ending of this film. For me, I love the ending. I think it was something so superb that film fans will really like. It's very anticlimactic, but it's an ending that I think was well adjusted. And when you think about it, it details back to the story and makes you leaves you thinking, why did they end it like that? Why did the director choose that ending? Because it was chosen specifically for that part. And when you start to think more, I think you start to understand why that ending was chosen, and that's why I really like that part of the film. Now guys, Nocturnal Animals, is it one of the best films of this year? Absolutely. Should it be in the Oscar contenders? Absolutely. For performances, for directing, for writing, and for picture. The sounds were great. The score was amazing. Everything about Nocturnal Animals was something so special that I gotta say, yes, it deserves every merit of what it's being acclaimed for, and I have to say it's one of the most different, unique storytelling I've ever seen in a film. The performances were off the charts, superbly done into this picture, that I have to say it is a film that I think most people will enjoy and will go out there and enjoy the hell out of it and get their different kind of reactions from it. Some people might love it, some people might hate it, some people might be left confused. But I don't think the confusing part is through the story. It's more why the director chose certain shots. That were left are stuff for us to think about and engage with other people and talk. I have to say, Nocturnal Animals really is an A+. Now, nothing going against Nocturnal Animals. I'm wondering what you guys thought about this film, if you have seen it, or maybe you haven't seen it yet and are anticipating it. Comment down below, let me know how much you're anticipating this film, or what you thought about it. As also make sure to like and subscribe for this channel if you did enjoy this. Also, check out more reviews I have on the channel. I have a lot of stuff coming up, guys, and I can't wait to bring you guys more. Have a great rest of your guys' day, and thanks so much for watching.